What are those voices? Where am I? I know this place. I've been here before. I've been here my entire life. I'm trapped in here. These stairs. I'm climbing these stairs again. I need to get out. The voices are calling me. My old music box. It's broken. I have to fix my old music box. I have to get it. I have to... Those horrible dreams again. I've had them repeatedly ever since my mother died and left me that music box in her will. Harry always said that old family heirloom had something to do with my family's strange disease. If the doctors won't give us an answer about your illness, I'll search for one myself, you said. And in that search, it seems you lost yourself. I don't think I'd ever...
Pardon me, madam, but the island is in sight. We'll be lowering the boat in just a minute.
Oh, thank you so much, Captain Hodgson. I'll be right out. All right, time to gather my things. What was I thinking when I brought all these dresses on this trip? Oh my, I have the worst memory. I forgot the combination again. Thank goodness I always bring my journal with me to write things down. Merveilles de mer du Sud. Marvels of the Southern Seas, I think. Ah, the amazing adventures of Nora Everhart, art teacher. After spending so much time reading this book, I think I've learned a thing or two about Polynesian culture. Oh, I'd better cover up my hands before I leave the cabin. I wouldn't want anyone thinking I'm a circus freak. I received a... Oh, I love this song. All right, now it's open. This strange and sharp relic came in the package I received at home. I saw this island in one of my unsettling dreams. I drew it as soon as I... Harry Everhart, my husband, my partner, and my dear old pal.
We're all set, madam. The motorboat is ready.
I think I've overpacked. It's a relief that I don't need it to walk anymore. I'd always dreamed of traveling. I was not the same without you, Harry. I'm definitely going to miss this bed. Falling asleep to the ship's rocking was delightful. Okay, Nora. From here on out, you're on your own.
Lower the motorboat. Be careful with Mrs. Everhart's equipment, lads. We'll be back to pick you up in 3 days. I really hope you find your husband there, madam.
I hope it too. I'll see you in 3 days then.
And please be careful on that island. You know what the legends say about it?
I'll take care. Thank you, Captain Hudson. Well, here I am, in the middle of the ocean after traveling across half the world. Just miles away from where my husband is supposed to be. You left a year ago to search for a cure for my affliction. Your letters kept me close to you, but suddenly they stopped coming. What happened, Opal? What did you find? Whatever it was, it led you to hire a crew and set sail from San Francisco to Tahiti. And from there, to this place. An island in the middle of the Pacific that the locals refuse to even name. Everything is familiar. So familiar. As impossible as that may sound. Is this the island I dreamed about? This can't be a coincidence. Breathtaking, idyllic island, surrounded by deadly reefs and protected with stakes to keep anybody from entering. Why? There's definitely something strange about this place. Okay, Harry. I'll leave my things in the boat until I find somewhere to camp. I know it's just resonance, but I do love listening to the sea in them. Looks like it opens from the other side. The tent. So this machete is completely worn down. The blade is dull, a note written in French. It must be a warning. This machete is completely worn down. This machete is completely worn down. The blade is dull. A miniature va'a, a Polynesian outrigger canoe. Beautifully crafted, too. Oh, that's a Vivo. I feel quite good. I dare say I might even walk a little faster than usual. Those markings seem to represent the sea. I'll make a note of them in my journal. It might come in handy. These wooden figures are called Unu. This seems to be telling a story. It may look peaceful, but clearly somebody wants to keep... What a lovely flower offering. A carving tool. This box. CW. Those are the initials on the brass key. It opens it. So whoever sent me this key was here. This is starting to look like a scavenger hunt. From what I've read, the Polynesians don't need doors. So why build such a big one? Something's missing here. Well, that did something. Well, look what's hidden here. It works. This may be the first time I trespass a private property. My childhood in Newburyport wasn't exactly the most thrilling thing. Is that Harry? Harry, you were here! You were here and I found you, damn it. Where are you now? Where is everybody? Where did you and all your crew go? Lady Shannon? That name sounds familiar. I'd better check my journal. A mechanical bridge? That doesn't fit in with Polynesian traditions either. It's been years since I took such a long walk. This fresh air is doing me wonders. What a beautiful mountainous landscape. I can feel the air is denser here in this mangrove swamp. Rays of sunlight shining through. Another symbol. Now that I've crossed half the world, I wouldn't mind crossing the other half. But I have to do it with you, old pal. This sort of pond is a Polynesian fishing technique. There's another symbol inside it. Oh my, this is so beautiful. What were these birds called? Lorikeets. Cole's lorikeets. This looks like cargo from an earlier voyage, long before Harry's expedition. There are lorikeet feathers scattered around this uni. I'll draw the symbol in my journal. Shortcut. That's convenient. Harry said that he would go to the end of the world to find a cure. And by the looks of it, he wasn't lying. We promised we'd never lie to each other from the moment we started dating, no matter how harsh the truth. This reminds me of those slot machines that Harry and I saw at the Atlantic City Pier, but a Polynesian version. Well, I guess I hit the jackpot. That's my ticket across the river then. Steady now. The motorboat. It's gone. And I had my luggage in it. All my things gone. And the tide was so weak, it couldn't have carried the boat away. What happened here? How long have I been walking? I've lost track of the time. Wow, what is this place? I'd better have a look around this abandoned village. Harry's crew might have stayed here. A tiki, like something straight out of an adventure novel. It's some sort of Polynesian coat of arms. Is that an octopus? Could these tikis be some sort of guardians? Something's missing inside that emblem. Looks like some of the crew members didn't get along too well. Fascinating. They're composed of 4 pieces. It's broken, but I might as well draw what I can see of it in my journal. This fella sounds pretty hot-headed. Damn it. Someone on the expedition died. I never thought that this expedition would cause anybody's death. A farewell message from a friend. What a delicate piece of craftsmanship. They used the emblem as a headstone for Roy's grave. This one resembles a shark. He seems confused, as if he was having a hard... I hadn't been close to a grave since my mother's burial. Shortly after she died, my lovely Dalmatian spots, as Harry used to call them, appeared. I thought it was nothing at first. Oh, I must have found the luxury huts. Pretty swanky. I've seen Harry keep even restaurant checks for bookkeeping. He would never tear up a piece of valuable information. Got it. It's been ripped out of something else. Look at him. Giddy as a schoolboy. Icor? The parts of the tiki on this column seem movable. A secret compartment. What kind of stone is this? Wow, really old photo. This appears to be the shrine of a Polynesian chieftain. This enormous stone slab looks like a mechanism to get up. How is that possible? What fascinating technology. Oh my! Oh my goodness, what happened here? Black ooze again. Heavens. Crap. Whoever took this picture must have a really cool head. Those spots look... Is this a picture? Erythrocyte. Ugh, I can't stand the smell of medical equipment. Reminds me of my illness. Is this stone structure a hatch of some sort? Well then, I'm going down. Come on, Nora. Deep breath. Is somebody whispering? Hello? I can press these star-shaped tiles. This eye, is it calling to me? I hear whispering. I hear it. I'd better draw it just in case. Oh, the whispering, it stopped. Was I imagining all that? It depicts a ritual of some sort. What are they doing to their eyes? How old is this mural? It looks really ancient. You were close to something here, Harry. Let me see if I can solve it. This looks like another job by Handyman Harry. Well, that was easy. This should save some time. You put together quite an expedition, Harry. And all just for little old me. Where did you get this strange device, Harry? Jeepers, a stranded ship. This explains why the cat... Other planes of existence. I think I solved it. Jeepers! A stranded ship! I wonder what I might be able to... It fits! What? What on earth? What is happening? My God. What was that I saw? What were those stars?
My dear old pal, I know you won't ever read this letter, but I'm accustomed to writing you and it comforts me in this strange place. This island is riddled with secrets. So many secrets. But I'm not only talking about mechanisms and contraptions, Nora. I dare say that something on the island clouds one's judgment. Otherwise, I don't have an explanation for Roy's actions. The man was arrogant, impulsive, and a little cocky, but he was no fool. We weren't friends by any means, but he didn't deserve what happened to him. Nobody deserves that. We may have made some progress in finding the cure for your illness, but at what price? I miss you so much, Nora. Harry.
He may not say it explicitly, but Harry blames himself for Roy's death. I know him too well. And I miss you too, Harry. I believe this symbol means humble gawker of glamorous indie games. Brilliant. I'm feeling faint again. What is this? Where am I? Am I dreaming again? This is different. It isn't my recurring dream. I can't stop walking. My legs aren't responding. Holy Moses, what is that creature on the horizon? Wait a moment, no! Ah! I can breathe. Underwater. I have to get back. I have to find... What is that? What kind of creature is this? I need to get a closer look. What happened? Oh, how did I get to this beach? Oh, I have a terrible headache. That ship, torn apart and cast so far up the beach. What on earth could have happened to it? Terrified. I've always been afraid of storms. Something, someone, seems to be moving there on the reefs. Or is it just my imagination? My God. The ship's hull was ripped open. A few jagged rocks couldn't have caused a gash of this size. This place gives me the creeps. I can't see any trace of the ship's crew, nor their remains. That voice. Sweet Jesus. Is that Harry? No. Just a recording. These knobs must control the vibrations inside this chamber.
Five of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately. This is a distress call from the Everheart expedition, 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. Five of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately. This is a distress call from the Everheart expedition, 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. Five of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately. This is a distress call from the Everheart expedition, 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. Five of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately. Call from the Everheart expedition, 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. Five of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately. This is a distress call from the Everheart expedition, 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. Five of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately. This is a distress call from the Everheart expedition, 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. Five of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately. This is a distress call from the Everheart expedition.
I'd better write down those numbers in my journal.
The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. Five of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
The Black Ooze's properties are...
This is a distress call from the Everheart expedition, 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady
Maybe the
Shannon
legend
has run
is...
aground. Its crew is unaccounted for.
What were you looking for?
Five of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
This is the captain's last entry.
This is a distress call from the Everheart expedition, 74 nautical miles east
The ship
of
was
Tahiti.
wailing.
The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. Five of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
Green. Now, what exactly did I turn on? Only God knows how long I've been covered in this black liquid. I wonder what it's going to do to me. Although I doubt anything could be worse than my illness. At last, some light. That should make things easier. Looks like they took items from a stranded ship. These two fellows seem... Hey, this sailor is a dead ringer for my grandpa Isaiah. His contorted face. Is this what's going to happen to me? Those footprints definitely do not look human. This picture is taken from a distance. What is he? I believe Harry visited this exposition. Photographic film. A pulp magazine. I love Chandra Hogarth stories. Never heard of this Eric Zahn fellow. Someone here had a green thumb. It's curious, but it's the first time since I got sick that I feel useful. Harry is depending on me, and not the other way around. What odd structure. It doesn't look like a building, though. I've never seen Harry so angry. I hope you didn't borrow this slide projector from the University of Denver, old pal. Captain Hodgson told me that knowing the lunar cycles is useful for better navigation at night. You always did have a good ear, Harry. How can someone... These symbols are linked. Wow, look at the size of these stones. What kind of doodad is this? It's well tuned. I expected no less from you, old pal. Some kind of improvised workshop. So this is the reason. What kind of machine? What kind of machine? Blowtorch. Looks like it's been... Harry isn't usually very chummy, but... When I get back home, I'm going to read up on engineering. I've been interested in knowing how things work since I was a child, but I always thought technology wasn't for me. What nonsense. This ornate structure certainly isn't natural, but not man-made either. This feels ominous. Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide.
I think I'm getting closer to understanding what is happening to you, but it is taking a toll on my sanity. As fascinating as this island and its ancient and unfathomable wonders may seem, it's also a place plagued with misfortune and calamities. We lost Roy at the campsite. We almost lost our engineer on this beach. The doctor went mad and stabbed him with a strange knife. And all because of this island, Nora. Initially, we were optimistic and in high spirits, but now we've all become resentful and discouraged. Even I can feel how I am constantly assaulted by dark thoughts. Anyway, if what I am going through here helps me find you a cure, it'll have been worth it. I hope to find an answer in the temple on that mountain peak. Love you always, Harry.
Poor Harry. He's worried, exhausted, disheartened. I will find you, my love. Let's see what the next one does. Maybe it's because I haven't spent as much time here as Harry did. Whew, that was quite a hike. I'm at the top of the mountain. I can see that giant diamond-shaped thing really close from here. Took me a while to get here, but the views are worth it. These drops of rain are so refreshing. Feels really good. Are these figures singing like a choir? Heavens, looks like a rock slide crushed all the tents. All but one. There's a symbol inside. One, two, 1, 2, testing. Nope, doesn't work. So I guess you used the notes from the...
All right. Can you turn it on, Cass?
Please, sir, we should not do this.
Not now.
Haven't we had enough warning, Mr. Everhart? What else do we need? Another death?
Listen to me. Frank... All right. Can you turn it on, Cass?
Please, sir, we should not do this.
Not now.
Haven't we had enough warning, Mr. Everhart? What else do we need? Another death?
Listen to me. Frank lost his life setting this whole thing up. So we're not going to discuss it anymore. We're going to activate it, period. Is that clear enough for you?
Hey, Ma!
Fine. Same to you. Please, Cass, activate it.
Dead as a doornail.
Yes. It's working. Come on. Yes. It's working!
Is something wrong, Harry?
The ground is shaking. No!
No, I can't!
I told you, Everhart. You damn fool! You're going to kill us all!
Turn it off! Turn it off! All right. Can you turn it on, Cass?
Please, sir, we should not do this.
Not now.
Haven't we had enough warning, Mr. Everhart? What else do we need? Another death?
Listen to me. Frank lost his life setting this whole thing up. So we're not going to discuss it anymore. We're going to activate it, period. Is that clear enough for you?
Hey, Ma!
Fine. Same to you. Please, Cass, activate it. All right. Can you turn it on, Cass?
Please, sir, we should not do this.
Not now.
Haven't we had enough warning, Mr. Everhart? What else do we need? Another death?
Listen to me. Frank lost his life setting this whole thing up. So we're not going to discuss it anymore. We're going to activate it, period. That clear enough for you?
Hey, Ma!
Fine, same to you. Please, Cass, activate it. All right. Can you turn it on, Cass?
Please, sir. We should not do...
All right. Can you turn it on, Cass?
Please, sir. We should not do this.
Not now.
Haven't we had enough warning, Mr. Everhart? What else do we need? Another death?
Listen to me. Frank lost his life setting this whole thing up. So we're not going to discuss it anymore. We're going to activate it, period. That clear enough for you?
Hey, Ma!
Fine, same to you. Please, Cass, activate it.
Homemade loudspeakers. There are some sort of sound devices built around this amphitheater. Did these stone columns just vibrate? Amazing! The hatches are opening. Oh no! Frank died. Now the wheel is moving. These levers connect those gears to direct the wheel's energy into the turbine. Huh, that was easy. These buttons seem to adjust the amount of energy that goes through the turbine. That should give the turbine some energy. Great, I did it. Now everything should be powered. I'm so sorry. He was such a talented man, and he seemed to be a good friend of Harry's. I'm really sorry about Frank. Harry doesn't... They built all this just with pieces from the beached ship. Frank sure must be a real whiz. They built loudspeakers on... His low spirits are obvious in this case. Nakal? Oh, what? Did I do something wrong? Come on, work! Come on! Now what? What's happening this time? Where am I? I can feel the fever rising. Oh God, no. My illness. Is it coming back? Is this an ocean? An ocean that dried up? My cane. The air is so dry. I need to find water. My bed. Another memory. How many times did I think I was going to die lying in this bed? I'd better find some shade before I dry right up. The horseshoe-shaped pillar. And that diamond shape again. I can't take much more of this. I feel woozy. Is that It's our house in Inglewood. Am I dreaming? Or am I just losing my mind? Harry? Are you home? I miss you. I am definitely losing my mind. I don't understand what is happening, Harry. Are you... My mother's music. The happiest day. The Everhart. What a sweet melody. What was that? Another vivid dream? And my music box again, but it wasn't broken anymore. And what a catchy tune. I haven't sung since I got sick, but let's give it a shot. Was quite a show. Now that it's filled with water, it looks like a baptismal pool. This feels like hallowed ground. Are they bathing him in black ooze? His hands are changing, like in my dream. Look at those spots. They look like mine. Now he's some sort of mad fish of every size and shape. She sounds worried. Where is this taking me? inside the giant fish head that I saw from below. It's amazing how words and symbols can keep their meaning after thousands. Complex pattern. A broken liquor bottle. A broken liquor bottle. Is this Harry's? Harry threw a bottle against the wall. Was it because he was frustrated for not to... Harry marked this symbol for a reason. I'd better write it down. Someone punched the wall so hard that they bled. Was it you, Harry?
My dear old pal. Nora. I wish I could write something else, but a long time ago I promised you I would never lie to you. So here goes. There is no cure for your illness. What you carry in your blood is changing you, and it will keep changing you until it's done, whatever that means. There is nothing we can do to stop it. My dear old pal, my partner, the love of my life, I am so sorry. I've made so many mistakes. All those deaths because of me. Frank, DeWitt, Roy. All for nothing. Maybe Teodoro is right. Maybe we can return to the beach and build a raft to get back to Papiete. Maybe in less than a month, I could be back.
There's no cure? But he didn't finish the letter. What did you do, Harry? Where are you? I know for sure that you didn't go back home, so what? What do I do now? Are you still on the island? I have to find you. So that's how you mark the symbol's orientation. Well done, Harry. Boy, am I lucky that you did the hard... John McCormack's Dear Old Pal of Mine? Our favorite song. This is the right combination. Those are drums of some sort. I screwed up. Wrong. Let's try again. Nora, you idiot, just follow the sequence. I can sing, but I'm awful when it comes to playing music. Never ceases to amaze. Harry said it didn't work for him, so it shouldn't work for me either. Unless there's something different about my hand. Anyway, Nora, you know what you've got to do. My hands. Look at my hands. This is definitely not a dream. And I'm starting to doubt the others were dreams too. I should be scared, but it's hard to explain what I feel, but it isn't fear. Not a bit. Hard for me to understand how these gates work. What happens every time I cross one of them? Another one of those gates, like the one I saw in the temple. I'm back to being me. panel of this strange technology. What's it for? Something related to the currents? The island is pierced by underground currents. That architecture again. Where is this gate going to lead me now? What a quiet and peculiar place. I wonder who used to live here. I understood that. Although they are the same style, these huts are much simpler than the magnificent architecture I've seen up to now. Whoever the inhabitants were, they were living here against their will. Someone vandalized this mural. Some hands look human, but others are amphibian hands. There are some hand marks made with pigments. I wonder if they mean something. I better draw them just in case. It's quite disturbing to see someone's hand paintings from thousands of years ago. I feel...
Fire falls from the sky, awakens God, black blood.
Is that black blood the same thing as the black ooze? How can I explain what's happening to me? What is the meaning of all this? God's blood, transformation, eternal life. I feel like I'm going through what was written in that inscription. Black blood in eyes, like in the well.
Masters have come too.
Heavens, slaves and masters and... Nicole. Wasn't Nicole in the notes?
Some slaves die. Some slaves without water and
Water animal. Is that what I am now? This civilization used these devices to raise and lower the water level. It's impressive. This looks like an altar dedicated to two figures. I can hear them talking to me. Isn't this the tiara from... wait, I can't remember the name of my hometown. They rebelled against their masters. The slaves seemed to worship two gods. Different types of creatures of the same species lived here, but they weren't free. The sunken continent. Was that their punishment? So these creatures are immortal? This underwater town is a beautiful place, but it has also seen a lot of suffering. All the island is that way. Beautiful but dangerous. The danger does not seem to affect me, though. My illness has kept me from being happy. What I feel now is the complete opposite of being sick. I feel full of life and energy, even better than before my illness. Now the water level is really low, so I can access that tunnel. These creatures lived like slaves. All their lives imprisoned and tortured in this place. Was it possible to live a decent life in here? If you've lived all your life in a prison, how would you know that you are a prisoner? Now I can enter this tunnel. take me. Quite a ride, but it's over now. That ladder. Someone set up camp in here. Looks like a means of transportation to get to that sanctuary. Seems to show two possible courses of action. One means transformation, and the other means death? What is this? This... Oh my god! Did I almost forget about Harry? You followed the river from the temple summit, and it took you some days to find this entrance. This panel looks different from the others. It's much more elaborate. This must be my transportation to the sanctuary. It all makes sense. Nothing bad is going to happen to me here, as menacing as this place might look. The island, the ooze, those sea creatures. They're just defending themselves, like a wild animal against an unknown threat. That's how they perceived the expedition, like a threat. But I, on the other hand, I wasn't a threat. And I definitely wasn't unknown, was I? They seemed to recognize me, as if I was one of their own. Everything seems so distant now, as if I first stepped on that white beach thousands of years ago. A full moon? It can't be. Yesterday was a new moon. Did I lose track of time, or... Maybe this place isn't subject to the laws of physics. That's the only explanation I can find for this surreal night. It's hard to believe everything is real. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I'll open my eyes sometime and I'll be back in our home in Inglewood and everything will be as before. My perfectly ordinary life with Harry. My daily routines. My illness. That will be as before too. And then I'll need to shake off this strange feeling that I have now. Feeling that I don't really belong there anymore. And with there, I don't mean Englewood, or Boston, or Newburyport. I mean... How is it possible that the strange events of only 2 days on this island makes more sense to me than the life that I've been living for years? There it is. The sanctuary. So is this where you went, Harry? Was this your last stop? Another camp. Although it's little more than a few things scattered about.
My dear old pal. I never should have trusted Cass. I thought she cared about you, but she's just mad, obsessed with this place. I can't trust her to help me overcome the last obstacle. This door. I know how to open it. But what I have to do is mix my blood with the black ooze. Am I mad for even considering that? It's the only way we can be together. It has to work, right? All this can't be a coincidence. The ritual is made for the two of us, isn't it, Nora? I wish you could be here to... Damn it. I have to think it over. I can't. Tomorrow. Leave it for tomorrow, damn it. Stop writing.
What are you saying, Harry? Don't you see what the black ooze does? What it did to the doctor? Are you out of your mind? Heavens. This dagger looks exactly like the one I have. Harry, what is this? It looks like the wren. god. This syringe has traces of black ooze. What the hell were you? Black ooze on a petri dish. These patterns look too familiar. Oh, I really hope this works. So I have to put... Harry asleep in his tent. What a creepy photograph. Oh my, she sounds completely out of her mind. A camera. Let's give it a try. Ouch! Oh! Ah! What was that? Looks like a tattoo, but it isn't. Those are my spots. They've moved. These patterns look too familiar. Oh my goodness, and the gun barrel is empty. Trail of blood. There's a bullet hole in here. Trail of blood. Someone was hurt. A woman's earring stained with blood. My God. If he's behind that door, I wonder which Harry I'll find. How much would be left of the man I love? And how much of the man who has lost his sanity in this place? This mural seems to describe a ritual involving blood. That dagger. Pentagon-shaped symbol with channels. It's a pentagon-shaped symbol with channels in its edges. What was it used for? Constellations and stars. These people seem to worship otherworldly gods. Constellations and stars. These people seem to worship otherworldly gods. I wonder what this means. Shining constellation. I better draw it. Where is this door leading me? They carried these people here to test them. Like a challenge of some sort. Circular stones with strange carved symbols. These icons on the wheel are the same as the constellations I have on my hand. They took them to a throne room. That was the final step in the ritual. What an odd structure. Riddled with nooks and crannies and endless stairways. Maybe it only hurts the first time. Ah! The second also hurts. When I arrived on this island, I felt like I was trespassing. But now, I feel like this is where I belong. This place is like a labyrinth. They were submerged in black ichor. They were submerged in black ichor. Harry seems to be on the brink of madness. But I don't feel the slightest hint of confusion. On the contrary, I feel my mind is more focused than ever. Again? Seriously? think I can feel the agony of the slaves, their suffering, and the effects of their transformation. It's horrifying. Black and white figures. Good doggies, or dragons, whatever you are. Come on. One more time. Ow! That hurt! Again. That's the creature I saw in my... All the doors are open, but where is the constellation I need to open the throne room? Another one of those gates. I have to get into the water again. I can feel the torment of the thousands of slaves who perished here. Again? Seriously? What was that? A vision to another world? Or a vision of the future? The stars are aligned, forming a constellation that I don't recognize. That is not the same sky you can see from Earth. And if that's not the Earth's sky, where am I now? The sanctuary's open. It's time to find out what's waiting for me inside. There's something written on the floor. With blood. Fall. Haven't I heard that word in my dreams? What a disturbing mirror. Is it made of black ichor? I feel like it is speaking to me. Oh, heavens! My God. here appears to respect the most basic rules of physics. However, as strange as it may be, it does maintain a peculiar harmony. Like the workings of a clock, or a music box. Harry, is that you? No, 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 no! Don't tell me this isn't you, Harry. It can't be you. It can't be. No, no. Why did you do it? Oh my God, Harry, no! In the end, you performed the ritual. You poor fool. But why? I don't understand it. Why? You knew it. You knew it wasn't going to work. You knew the ritual wasn't going to work. That's why you never sat on the throne. You didn't even perform the ritual, did you, Harry? But you wanted me to think that you had. You even left a lure to confuse me. But why? What really happened? The only person with you in that sanctuary beach was Cassandra. So if you didn't die, it had to be her. Did she use the dagger to open the gates and carry out the ritual? You tried to stop her, but it was too late. She shot you with your own gun and left you for dead, didn't she, Harry? Because Cassandra was ambitious and would stop at nothing to uncover the secrets here. The island fueled that hunger for knowledge. I had doubts about whether the ritual would work. But what happened to Cassandra cleared up those doubts. The ritual wasn't for people like you. The ritual was only for people like me. But you refused to believe it. Until the island itself spoke directly to you. Haha Folgarfen. She is our daughter. That's when you finally understood. You understood what my fate would be if I didn't come here and carry out the ritual. A slow and painful death. So you faked your own demise. And left your glasses near Cassandra's corpse. Those same glasses you never take off. And you sent me the package from Tahiti, Harry. Your picture, the key, the dagger. Another one of your scavenger hunts. And I took the bait. You made me come to this island, the same island where you almost lost your mind and your life. The same island where 4 members of your expedition perished. Why did you deceive me, Harry? You said you would never lie to me. Why didn't you tell me the truth? Why did you do this to me? Because you knew that I would never accept my fate if it meant leaving you. Right, my love? Not even if staying with you would mean a slow and painful death. So the only way to get me to leave you was to make me believe you were dead. And you chose to live a life without me, so I could be who I really am. That's why you tried to deceive me. But I know you too well, my dear old pal. We've had so many years together, so many moments of love, happiness, understanding, friendship. A whole beautiful life with you. I know what you tried to do, but I can't let you make this decision for me, Harry. Either I embrace my fate and accept what I've always been, and leave you behind, or I reject it and return home with you to relish the time that my illness gives us. It's my decision to make. We had a really good life. But that's not my life anymore, is it, Harry? Not after what I've been through on this island. Not after all I've found out about myself. I can't fool myself anymore. I have to accept what I truly am and leave you behind. I'm going back home. What a lovely melody. I don't believe I've ever heard more than a few notes. Until now. For years I thought I was sick. But the truth is, I was homesick. My poor health, the pain, the suffering. It was all because of how far I was from here. Everything seems so far away now. No trace of pain, no trace of sickness. Nothing besides this place. This key just appeared out of the blue. This key just appeared out of the blue. So pleasant to forget everything else. Nothing matters anymore. I'm finally one of the thousands of minds connected to the Icor. Connected with the Elder God. Goodbye, Harry.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
1, 2, don't forget the harmony. 1, 2, 3. I love you, Nora.
And I love you, Harry.
Even today, so many years later, I still doubt whether I did the right thing. I lied to you for the first and last time. And even if it was to free you from pain, suffering, and death, I deceived you. But I've paid such a high price for my deceit, Nora. Fate has punished me with a long and sorrowful life, with no other incentive than my work. Because that is the only thing I have now, my dear old pal.
You were right about one thing, Harry. I would never accept my fate if it meant leaving you. I know who I really am and where I belong. I know fate has eternal life in store for me, but an eternal life without you is worthless, meaningless. So, I choose the slow and painful death. I'm going back home. You staged this ruse because you love me. But true love is reciprocal. So I'm also making this decision because I love you. Our love is greater than fate, lineage, or all the pain I can suffer. Whatever time we have left, we'll spend together. When the time comes, it will be your hand that holds mine. And those beautiful blue eyes will be the last thing I see before I leave.
So, you didn't find your husband on that island, Mrs. Everhart?
I did find my husband. He wasn't on the island, though.
But what have you been doing these 3 days, then? What did you find then?
I don't know. The truth about myself, I suppose. And at the same time, the reason to go back home.
I don't think I follow you now.
Have you ever been in love, Captain Hodgson?
In love? You mean like in a romance novel?
No, that's fiction, Captain. In real life, true love stories don't end with a wedding. They end with a funeral. And the only thing that eases that final moment of heartbreaking sadness are all the good memories lived together.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever felt anything like that, Mrs. Everhart. But if you love your husband that much, he's certainly a lucky man.
We are both lucky.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
1, 2, don't forget the harmony. 1, 2, 3.
All my life is empty since I went away. Skies don't seem to be so clear. May some angel sentry guard you while I stray, and fate be kind to join us some sweet day. Oh, how I miss you, dear old pal of mine. Each night and day I pray you're always mine. Sweetheart, may God bless you. Angel hands caress you, while sweet dreams rest you, dear old pal of mine.
Dearie, I'm so lonely. How I miss your smile and your tender loving way. I just want you only, want you all the while. May God decree I have you back someday. Oh, how I miss you, dear old pal of mine. Each night and day I pray you're always mine. Sweetheart, may God bless you. Honey, are you all right?
I'm fine, Harry, don't worry. I can keep going.
No, listen, let's leave it for today. You shouldn't make any unnecessary efforts.
Really, darling, I'm fine.
You need to rest, Nora. Come on, I'll take you to bed. Even today, so many years later, I still doubt whether I did the right thing. In the end, it didn't matter. You returned home and forgave my deception. We moved close to the sea and had a few more good years, didn't we? Until you left me that one sunny March morning. I wish I could be reunited with you. But fate has punished me with a long and sorrowful life, with no other incentive than my work, because that is the only thing I have now, my dear old pal.